Hello.
Hello, Sonia. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Oh, you're so settled with shirt. It's like very visible on you that you will have meetings all day from now on. Very serious meetings, I guess,
Yeah,
huh?
just to be, like 100 straightforward, the meetings are starting like around 2 p.m. So it's
Okay.
like I said to Peter, I'm having some meetings with US clients and no,
Yes.
there is a difference
Yes.
with the
Oh,
time zone. So
yes. So for the yes. So you will start now and then finish somewhere at the evening. That's it. That's
yeah,
what
now we
founders
are
do.
just doing some preparations with Mateusz, just some strategic
Yeah.
talks about this and that.
Okay. This will be very brief, 15 minutes max. Just we want to do debrief. This part is Founder Games Confessions. So Sebastian Sulma from BuyerMind, welcome to the confession part. And as you see, you're very formal. I have this like necklace saying luck and green, not formal because that's the idea. So the idea is
Okay.
to show the person behind the camera. And I know that you're a very interesting person behind the camera. Also, besides this technical, structured, organized founder, and I'm sure viewers would like to see that, because if we really want to have impact to the viewers, either as future founders, clients, investors, the one thing they should understand is not just the end results of challenges, but also the whole process behind and the person. So I'll start with a very serious question, and that
Okay.
is that you are a father of 6 kids. So for
Yeah.
me, that's the highlight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how do you achieve it? Like the father of 6 with the same mother, still together, even in the business together. So how is that possible? Like, please, how does your daily life look? I'm just interested in
My daily
that
life is
part.
quite crazy. I know this. I'm not sure it's super interesting. Like it starts around 6 a.m. when the second child, he's a teenager. He goes to the bathroom, and then the queue starts growing. So this is like the beginning of my day, almost every day. And like I when I was young, because I'm from a family where my parents divorced when I was like I don't know 6 months, something like that. And I always had three dreams. One, to have a family, like a real family, mother, father, and so on. Then I wanted to have a wife just for my whole life, one wife, not 10 wives or something like that, because for me it's unreasonable, to be honest. But this is just me. And I'm going to build a worldwide business, like $1 billion business or something like that. Yeah, a worldwide. So now I have achieved two of my dreams so far, and this is why I'm just trying to do everything to stick to it. And I don't
Yes.
consider myself like as an exceptional. I have friends who also had some dreams and they achieved them. And just my plan was different, because I really, my heart wanted to have a family first. This is why I started my family really, early in comparison to regular people, let's say. Yeah.
How early? How early?
No, I was like 18 almost, let's say. so,
Okay.
so
18, 18. It's
let's say
18.
18 is a good age. and and then I just became a father and then a husband, and this is how life looks like. And then I wanted to learn business, so I went to work when I was at my third year at the university in Krakow, and then I took a regular job working as a sales representative. I was good at it at this, so my boss helped me to just continue my studies and just to work for him. And sometimes people ask me why you didn't start with the business, because I was started with the family and with children and so on, because that was my first dream. And then now I'm doing everything just to keep that dream, going. So I'm just
Yeah.
focusing how to re-strategize and how to help my family to grow all together, and how to find the best opportunities to build that $1 billion business. And this is
Yes. No, if you remember, I told you, even your pitches with investors, I think, or even sales pitches should start with that, because it's not all that you need a license for kids. It's not. But in reality, it speaks about the responsibility that a person holds. So it's like you have a lot of at stake behind. So it's not just you, your wife, and one kid or two kids. So you have a lot. And also, since you created your family very young, it speaks about taking responsibility, even when it's just dropped on you and you don't run away. You just take the responsibility, eat it, and then continue. You even continue then with the family, but you continued also with your university. So that's a very, if we could paint it in
I
a
get your point.
founder perspective.
I
Yes.
just you know, I wanted, I made a decision also with my wife that I don't want to just put my family in public just by myself, or I just wanted to give them some space. Yeah. Because, I'm not maybe super famous, but, many people know me, especially here in our region. And I just want to keep them, separated from that. I often, I don't know, I jump on a train, and then someone approaches me and say, hey, I know you because you do this and that and so on. I don't know the person, to be honest. I cannot recall the person. And so I'm just trying, just to keep this separated. And
Yeah.
to be honest, I love this. I'm maybe now, I wear my, let's say, formal suit at the moment, let's say. But normally, I'm a guy from a blog. I wear a cap, a t-shirt. I love to go on the streets, even here, and if nobody knows me and asks me any questions, I love it. I love, just to be like a regular guy. And this is maybe I'm not using that in the business so often. Some people from the business know that, and they are super excited about that, and the most they don't. So
You feel like they don't care. Okay. And
maybe they don't
if
care. Maybe just, this is, like I said, this is not the point of the business story. Yeah.
yes, it's not, but I think it speaks about the person a lot, and
Yeah.
about
It
taking
does.
the accountability behind it. So
Yeah.
about how the business could evolve. If I enter into agreement with you, then I will understand from higher perspective. But
Yeah,
okay,
but
let's now go
you're
to,
right. This is me. I always try, to manage the relationships, and I always want to have, so-called open doors. Even something, we're in the startup world. Even if something is not going well, I always know I'm doing my best to fix this, and just to find a way how to fix this. And this is true. This is very important in the business world.
yes. And
Just
how it felt to watch yourself on TV,
this is another
even
part.
national TVs. Yeah, because
Yeah,
people will
I
watch you
was
national
in national TVs before, so it
with the
wasn't my first
business.
time. Yeah, in the business, yeah, because I was
Okay.
invited several times to be an expert for local big banks here. Yeah, and it was also transmitted on the national TV.
But in
But
action, to
well,
show you
it was
in action,
no, it was more like an
basically, because
interview. What do you feel? What do you think as an expert about this and that? So this is a different story for sure. Yeah, I totally agree with you. For me it was super exciting. For me it was like a recap, to see what happened, how I reacted, what I did well, what I didn't do well, what I could improve, how others did. For example, I when we when also how people understand different things. That the judges, they understood our solution much better, and they were super excited about the solution. And the people from the bank, they were super scary, and they just wanted to move on. And so you can see that. Also how others behave. During the interview, before the interview, after the interview. So this was like super cool.
what did you
Um,
reveal about yourself that you weren't aware, or about the whole challenge, something that you've learned about yourself or the process of sales that you might improve, and something that you liked? So like both of it.
like I said during the interviews, I did understand, and I knew during the presentation that my clarity should be much better. And I understand that because we didn't have like a simple use case for them. Neville has had the toughest challenge. He showed them an elephant, and that was, and they are from the corporate world. They, like I said, also I don't remember, maybe during those interviews, there were no there were no business cases behind that challenge. So in that case, they are from the corporate world. They were super shaky. They wanted to show themselves in a good light. So they had only one reason and one solution, to choose the safest solution, and it was the safest.
And it was their elephant. The elephant is their brand,
Yeah, I know.
Point. So
I know. That's the point.
So it felt familiar. Yeah, I understand.
I don't know, remember, but before the presentation, I had many problems. Like, you took my one team member.
Yeah.
On purpose. I don't know, maybe not. Then before the presentation, because the internet was unstable in the building, I had a blue screen on my laptop and my presentation was gone. So I'm super happy that the cameraman didn't zoom in a lot into my presentation, because it really sucked, And I had almost no space for preparations, because I saw, for example, others, they just asked team members also from their countries, home countries, to prepare something. I couldn't do that at the moment. So I just decided to find simple stories and just present, just not to sell the solution, because I knew that it's almost impossible, because there was no business case. I wanted just to present them what we can do and check if there is something which can open a next door. And I contacted them after that, so I know what was their opinion. And also I had one disadvantage, unfortunately. I was the only person who didn't speak with them before the presentation. You know why?
Why?
Because my plane was turned around when I flew first time to Skopje because of the fog. So I didn't participate in the meetings with corporates on Sunday, I guess, those. I didn't meet them.
But they were not. No, but they were not there.
No, Alex told me, and others told me that they met them before.
No, they were not there. They're not mentors.
Maybe,
yes.
Alex told me that he spoke with them and he knew everything and so on. So maybe
he approached them before, decided to sell to them, but no one.
I'm sorry. I'm wrong. I thought because he said.
Yeah, but you come from Poland, so they were maybe on Alex. They were on their list for sales. So he talked with some of Hulk already. Maybe decided to sell. I don't know. Before
I don't know. I know that he told me that he met people from Hulk Bank.
Maybe on one-on-one corporation meetings that you had this networking, if you remember. Maybe then.
Yeah, but for sure it was before our challenge, and I didn't meet them.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe you weren't. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's two things. No, I was late because of the fog. So I didn't have the, this is why when you send me photos from the first event, I have only one photo with myself, in the center. And then, do you remember the situation that you needed someone to go to a challenge to Bitola?
Yes, and you came, yes.
And so I just decided, so these two things.
That's the first event, yes.
Yeah. So this is,
but it's good. And if you could do one thing differently, what would it be? Now seeing it as a wrap up of all of it, because you touched on everything.
I will just keep talking about elephants, the whole presentation, Hulk Bank elephants, how our data sets help to make elephants better, and then everyone is super happy. Now we can talk a lot, but to be serious, for sure, I will simplify our one to focus on one use case during the presentation. But because of the problems, we just circled twice during the preparation. And this is one thing. And second thing, when I went, I would take. This is one thing I would do better. The most important. I will take an either plane just to go for the first time. I will tell you why. Because when I was late on the first day, things started, just stacking up all the time. I was all the time. I missed something.
Behind.
I couldn't participate. I didn't do many interviews. I didn't had meetings with some people because of that flight, And I was 30 minutes late. I was circling above the Skopje for 30 minutes. And if our plane would have arrived 30 minutes earlier, I will be just on time, and it will be just much easier.
Yes, your plane was first derouted. Then after you, many more people were derouted.
Yeah,
but you were the first with the photo.
Yeah, I was the first one, who just couldn't, land at the time, and because the first several days and they were super intensive, and this started, changing everything, a lot.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So even though I try to be earlier, because always I'm trying to be prepared, and I always try to be earlier, I didn't expect the fog.
Yeah. Oh, believe us, neither us. It just because you were not the only one. There were like 12 people stuck or more, even the one coming from US. Most of the people were in Istanbul stuck. And
a lot of them, but like really, that was it sounds maybe super simple, but it was a real problem later.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, now I'm going to read you 3 sentences and I need you to finish. That's it. So the first one, the Founder Games taught me that
I have for sure improved my English pronunciation.
Okay. The hardest part of selling is
removing obstacles for the buyer to make a decision.
Okay. Not creating elephants. And
no, to be honest, I guess someone just because Neville told me that all of the 5 team members were involved in helping him. So only one. Never mind. But the point is that I'm almost sure that someone just put that idea on the table and they didn't focus on the elephant itself yet. But that was
no, I agree. I agree. Yes. And the third one is if small Sebastian, so Sebastian 5 years old, watches this Sebastian on TV, what he would say?
I don't know, maybe what a brave man came to Macedonia just to see what happens there. I don't want a curious guy, maybe not only brave, a curious guy came to Macedonia to see how people live there, who are they, and what we can build together. Yeah, this is for sure.
Great.
Yeah, because that was also one of my goals, just how to, just to meet people and understand what's the situation in the region in general.
Yes. And what did you realize as a closure? Like, if you could very briefly say, what are the differences?
I just know for sure Macedonians are bigger hustlers than the most of Europeans, and you have of course less resources. But we have also similar problems, I see. That, let's say in general, giants are just smashing our economies, and we are trying to find a way how to manage that. And you love to go to it's called this cafes.
Kafanas,
yeah. And drinking rakia, but not too much, which is also super cool. And just and having fun. And this is also what I love, because we don't have that much here, I think. And even though I barely understand what you're singing, it's just fun, like seeing you guys.
Yes. Yeah, you matched perfectly. So you're right. That's pretty similar.
Yeah. I mean, and also that you like to continue parties at night, which is unusual from my perspective, because mostly when I go to any party outside Krakow or outside Poland, they just end at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. the most, but if you could dance even to the morning, so this is super cool. And I mean dancing, not just sitting and but dancing.
being drunk.
Yes,
I agree. Yeah. Great. Great. Thank you, Sebastian. I enjoyed talking
Thank you,
to
Sam.
you. So
Likewise.
good luck with your meetings, and hope to see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.